Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear and dear viewers. How are you? I think that you are quite well by the mercy of Almighty Allah in this pandemic situation. Today, I would like to negotiate about a very important English novel, Silas Marner. English literature, the novel Silas Marner, composed by George Eliot. First of all, I'd like to introduce you with George Eliot, who has written or who has composed the famous novel Silas Marner. Just look at here. Introduction to George Eliot. George Eliot is actually the pseudonym of English novelist Mary Ann Evans. Okay, she was born on 22 November 1819 in the United Kingdom of England. She was a famous novelist, a poetess, a journalist. She wrote seven novels. Adam Bed, 1859. The Meal on the Floors, 1860. Silas Marner, 1861. Third novel, Silas Marner, 1861. It was published. Romola, 1862. Radical, 1866. Middlemarch, 1871 to 72. Daniel Dorinda, 1876. She died on 22 December 1880. Now come to the characters of the Silas Marner, the famous novel which was composed by George Eliot. Characters. In the first step, we can notice here the northern England at Lantern Yard, Silas Marner. Silas Marner is the name of novel, but he's also the hero, or he's also the protagonist of Silas Marner himself. Silas Marner, Shara, the lover of Silas Marner, or Fans, and Silas Marner wanted to marry her. William Dane was the best friend of Silas Marner at the beginning of his life. Dagon is the religious person of Christian that is in the chapel in the Lantern Yard. Second step, we can see the Leland Weber of Ravello, Silas Marner, same Silas Marner here. Esquire Cash was the landlord of Ravello, countryside of England. And Godfrey Cash is the first son of Esquire Cash. And Dunstan Cash or Dunsey. Dunstan Cash was the second son of Esquire Cash. That means Godfrey Cash and Dunstan Cash were brothers. Okay. Molly Farren of him addicted, and she had a wine shop. And she was the secret lover, and she was the secret lover of Godfrey, and secret marriage with Godfrey Cash. And that is Molly Farren was the first wife of Godfrey Cash. AP is a main character, we can say. AP here is the daughter of Molly Farren and Godfrey Cash, that is a biological daughter. Okay, that is Appy was the biological daughter of Monifer and Godfrey Cash. Okay, she was very beautiful. Nancy was a female. That is Nancy Lamiter was a very beautiful woman, and she was a lover of Godfrey Cash, and she was the second wife of Godfrey Cash. Winthrop. Dolly Winthrop is the neighbor of Silas Marner at Ravello. Aaron Thorpe was the son of Dolly Winthrop. Okay, and Wildfire was horse is the name of horse of Esquire Cash family. Now I'd like to illustrate the novel very clearly so that you can understand my speech well. At the beginning of the novel Silas Marner, we can see that Silas Marner was a weaver, and he was living at London in the southern part of England. And he was a regular member of Chapel, and he had a best friend named William Dane. William Dane was also the regular member of Chapel. Okay, and Sarah was a fiance of Silas Marner. That is, Silas Marner wanted to marry Sarah. Sarah was a maid servant. Okay. At Ravello, we can see Silas Marner was accused accused of stealing money from the chapel. He was on duty at a night to wash Il Decon of chapel. That is Calvinist. Till 12th night. It was also the duty of William Dane, a friend of Silas Marner, who would look after Il Decon. On the very night, William Dane did not actually come to watch Il Decon. Silas had to look after him the whole night. But in the early in the morning, Silas Marner came with other members of the chapel, and he made a conspiracy against Silas Marner. The conspiracy was Silas Marner stole the money of the chapel, of the fund of chapel. That is the money of Il Decon, okay, from the drawer, and for this he managed two evidences. The evidences were Silas' pocket knife was found in the drawer of Il Decon, and the money bag was empty. And it was searched the Silas Marner's cottage. The money was found in the Silas Marner's cottage. Then Silas Marner was excommunicated. That is, he was banished from the society, and he could not go other chapels to say prayers, because the lantern yard was strictly ruled to by the Christian people of the time. Actually, Silas Marner was a profession by weaver. He used to weave linen clothes, and he accumulated some money or gold from different customers, at his cottage. While he was waving his linen clothes at the time, some children came and saw through the windows, and the Silas Marner was very strange type of people, strange type of man, and he also uh, uh, came in front of the gate and drive the children. Okay, drive the children. Then his his accused of theft of money was published to Sarah, and Sarah denied to marry him. And finally, Sarah married William Dent. Uh, Silas Marner lost his faith. One God on the people also of Lantern Yard. He left Lantern Yard and went to Ravello, the countryside of England, where he was living for 15 years. He had been living there for 15 years. In that place, he didn't know many people at the beginning, and with the frustration, with mass frustration or depression, he was staying. That is, he was living in a cottage, in a stone-made cottage, beside the roadside. And he was one type of quake. There is one type of quake. There is a doctor. He also helped women of Ravello with some herbal medicine to recover her disease. He learned it from his mother, because his mother also used to herbal medicines to get recovery or redemption from disease, and thus he helped the people of Ravello people, and his popularity was spread quickly every nook and corner of Ravello. Okay, and then some people also started coming to him, and he had a profession, and the profession was waving linen clothes, and by waving clothes he accumulated some gold coins, and he kept them in his room under a hole. Okay. Under a hold, and every night he would love to count his gold coins, and he got much pleasure by counting the gold coins. Okay. It is seen that in the Ravello, the countryside of England, there lived a Squarcash family. Squarcash was the landlord of Ravello place. He had two children, two sons named Godfrey Cash and Dunstan Cash or Dance Cash. Godfrey Cash was a good man. But his younger brother Dunstan Cash Dance Cash was a very weak type, and he used to drink wine and spend money more than his earning, and he also seemed to blackmail his elder brother for money. Godfrey Cash had a secret wife named Molly Farren. Molly Farren was often addicted, and both them had biological daughter named her name was Epi. Epi was 2 years old, and Godfrey Cash secretly supported her with cash. Okay, and one day, younger brother of Godfrey Cash, Dance Cash, asked for money. That is, he needed 100 pound. He told his brother Godfrey Cash that he needed 100 pound. Godfrey Cash told him that father had 100 pound from renter. Okay, you can take that money, but you must repay, you must back that money as soon as possible. He gave, that is Godfrey Cash gave the money 100 pound to his younger brother. He took that money, but after few days, Godfrey Cash told him to back the return the money, but he didn't return. He said that I can't give you that money. Rather than you can sell your wildfire. By selling the wildfire, you can give the money to father. He was afraid because in one side he had the sacred love, and only Dance Cash knew it, the sacred love and marriage between Molly Farin and Godfrey Cash. Okay. So Godfrey Cash told his younger brother to sell the wildfire in the market. He also talked to two buyers, where he would sell the wildfire. He also already made commitment to sell his wildfire. That is the horse. Okay, but on the way he took decision to make a race in the field. So he made a race competition. In the race competition, his wildfire stumbled and died on the spot. Okay, and he became frustrated. That is, Dance Cash became very frustrated because he couldn't give the money to his elder brother in this time also. Then he decided to borrow money from Silas Marner. In the evening time, he came to Silas Marner's house. He knew that Silas Marner's accumulated a lot of gold coins, and so he decided to borrow money from Silas Marner. Coming to the Silas Marner's quarters, he found that Silas Marner is absent in the house, in his cottage, and it was a great opportunity for Dunstan Cash. Okay, and he saw that there is a hole which is covered with brick and a stone and some sands. That is, he opened it and got two leather bags full with the gold coins. He stole the gold coins and ran away quickly in the dark night. Okay, but he could not return to his house. After some days, there was a festival at Square Cash house. It was a gorgeous celebration where a lot of people of the locality, gorgeous people, would come and dance in the program that is nicely adorned, nicely decorated where Nancy Lemaitre, one of the most beautiful girls of the Revelori village, she would join there because it was decided that by both the aristocratic families of Nancy Lemaitre and Godfrey caste family, that is Esquire caste, that they would marry. That is Godfrey caste and Nancy Lemaitre would marry. Okay, in that celebration. But Molly Foreign, a film addicted, was going on the way of Silas Marner's cottage, to reveal or to disclose their hidden marriage to the family. But on the way, at night, on the way, there is she took much afim. For this reason, he felt drowsy, and on the way she stumbled and became senseless. Then a little baby, she saw the light of Silas Marner's cottage. She followed the light and came to the Silas Marner's house. Silas Marner's house, she was lying there. AP was lying at the gate of Silas Marner's house. Silas Marner was searching his gold coin, and he was very frustrated. And he also published or circulated about his blessing gold coin to the rich people and to the village people before. Okay, and Silas Marner became very happy to see a golden hair colored baby. Then Silas Marner took her and reared her, and he kept her name Epi. Okay, kept her name Epi. Then before that he went to Esquire Caste's annual festival, taking 2 years old girl, entering just after entering the Esquire Caste's house. Then Godfrey Caste recognized the baby. She was her. It was her daughter. She already recognized, and he came to Silas Marner, and Silas Marner told this daughter's mother became senseless on the street in front of my. That is near at my cottage. So please send a doctor. Then the familiar doctor was sent, and also was given some money to Silas Marner. But going to the sport, doctor declared that Silas going to the sport just near at Silas Marner's cottage. Doctor declared that the molliferin, that is molliferin diet. Okay. Then Silas Marner reared AP, and there was a neighbor named Dolly Winthrop, and she had a son named Aaron. They came to the house of Silas Marner regularly, and Aaron became the playmate of Epi, and they played together. And Dolly Winthrop helped Silas Marner very much rearing up the child Epi. Epi and Epi gradually uh, became uh, uh, 16 years old, and in the program, annual program, got Prakash and Nancy Lemaitre got married, and after a few days, Square Cash died. That is the father of father. That is the father of Godfrey Cash died, and Godfrey Cash and Nancy Lemaitre at the beginning had they begot her baby, but it died. They become childless. So they and we can notice that one day Silas Marner decided to make a garden, and Aaron also came to his house to help Silas Marner for making the garden. Silas Marner was digging a place, and there he found the skeleton of Dunstan, who stole the money. Okay, who stole the money? Dunstan Cash, who stole the gold coin from Silas Marner's house. His skeleton was found by Silas Marner, and the news got Prakash. Then got Prakash willingly expressed everything that Manik was my first wife, and Epi is my biological daughter. So as we don't have any children, so we can adopt. Our child Epi for her prestigious position in the society, for her betterment in the society. Nancy Lemaitre willingly agreed hearing this. So both of them came to the Silas Marner's house. They asked Epi to come to their house, but Epi told them, I cannot go with you because from my childhood I have been living here, and Silas Marner is my father, so I cannot go with you. But Godfrey Cash gave him much wealth, and also gifted him a lot of furniture. And the furniture when Epi was 18 years old, then Silas Marner went again to visit the lantern yard, where he found that there is no sign of houses, any familiar people. There are a lot of industries. So he came back to again Ravino, and at the end we can see he arranged a marriage for Epi with Aaron Winthrop, familiar proposal. They got married, and Godfrey Cash also helped a lot in the marriage celebration, and finally there is newly married Aaron Thorpe and Epi were living in the house of Silas Marner. Then with the financial support of Godfrey Cash and Nancy Lemaitre, the house was enlarged, and there in front of the house there made a very beautiful flower garden. And finally we can see that Silas Marner got much pleasure and got a happy family after being frustrated at the beginning of his life, and at the ending we can see he is really happy in living with them in the family. The moral of the story is that the person who commits crime he must be he must be given punishment, and the person who will do good works, he will be rewarded. Okay, thus then they were living together with a happy family. Thank you so much. If you like my lecture about the novel Silas Marner, you must subscribe my channel. And there is I'm very interested. That I'm very much curious to help the English learning students, those learning, those are studying English subject in different colleges. It could be National University or Dhaka University or any other countries of the world. Thank you so much.